In the quiet village of Nairu, people whispered about a drum no one dared touch. It rested in the elder's hut, wrapped in faded leopard skin, hidden from children's eyes. They called it Okana, the drum of echoes. Some said it once called storms. Others claimed it woke spirits older than the mountains. One night, a strange wind swept across the savannah. It carried a low humming sound, almost like a drumbeat buried beneath the earth. The village fires flickered, and even the elders grew uneasy. Among them was Kioni, a curious young boy with a restless spirit. He felt the wind tug at him, as if calling his name. He followed the sound until he stood before the forbidden drum. The air grew cold, the humming grew louder. The ground trembled under his feet. Kioni reached out his hand, unaware that his touch would change everything. Kioni's fingers brushed the drum's surface, and a deep vibration pulsed through his arm. He stumbled back, eyes wide. The wind outside began to howl, circling the hut like a hungry beast. Elder Mbola burst inside, his staff glowing faintly in the dim firelight. "Child, step away," he shouted, but it was too late. The drum let out a soft, mournful thud on its own outside. The night changed, the stars dimmed, the animals fled into the darkness. A low rumble spread across the valley as though a giant creature had awakened beneath the soil. Elder Mbola's face turned pale. "The guardian spirit stirs," he whispered. "A force meant to protect, but also punish." Kioni trembled. "I didn't mean to." "Hush," the elder said. "Intent does not stop ancient magic." A second drumbeat sounded deep, heavy, and alive. The ground beneath Nairu split into glowing cracks, weaving like fiery veins toward the distant hills. Elder Mbola grabbed Kioni's hand. "Come, the guardian awakens. We must see what it seeks." They climbed the rocky path leading to Mount Oroshi, the oldest place known to the tribe. At the summit, a towering stone figure stood half buried, half alive, its eyes once silent carvings. Now, burned with amber light, it is Eridan, the guardian of balance, Mbola explained. "Long ago, our ancestors sealed it with the drum of echoes. It awakens only when the harmony of the land is broken." Kioni swallowed hard. "But I only touched the drum." The stone giant turned his gaze toward them. The mountain shook. A voice like rolling thunder filled the air. "A shadow grows. The land cries out. A choice must be made." Kioni realized he had awakened more than a spirit. He had awakened a warning. Eridan's massive stone hand pointed toward the forest below. Dark smoke curled upward, twisting unnaturally like a living serpent. The trees trembled as whispers rose from their roots, voices of spirits in pain. "There is corruption," the guardian rumbled. "A forgotten evil has returned." Elder Mbola's expression darkened. "The Shadow Eater," he said. "A spirit born from greed and broken promises. We thought it vanished long ago." Kioni felt guilt burn in his chest. "Did I release it by touching the drum?" "No," Mbola said. Softly, "You only awakened the guardian so it could confront what is already here." A sudden scream cut through the air. The Shadow Eater had reached the riverlands. Villagers scattered as black mist wrapped around their homes. Eridan stepped forward, shaking the mountain. "The child must stand with me." The drum called him for a reason. Kioni's heart pounded. Destiny was choosing him. Kioni gripped the cursed drum, its surface now warm like living skin. Eridan strode toward the burning forest, each step sending shockwaves through the earth. The Shadow Eater rose from the smoke, a swirling mass of darkness with glowing red eyes. It hissed, "The land is mine again." Eridan slammed his fist into the ground, sending a burst of light through the roots of the trees. But the creature absorbed it, growing larger. Kioni felt fear freeze his legs. "Strike the drum." The guardian commanded, "Let your spirit speak." Kioni lifted his trembling hands and struck the drum once. A pure, golden sound burst from it, slicing through the darkness. The Shadow Eater shrieked as its form wavered. He struck again, harder. The sound grew brighter, stronger, filled with courage he never knew he had. The smoke shattered like broken glass. Eridan roared, driving the spirit back into the earth. Silence fell over Nairu. As the last echo faded, the smoke vanished. The forest sighed with relief as leaves fluttered gently in the breeze. Eridan knelt before Kioni, his glowing eyes softening. "You have done what many feared to try," the guardian said. "Not because you were the strongest, but because you listened to the call within." Kioni lowered the drum. "I didn't mean to awaken you. I was only curious. Curiosity is not a curse," Eridan replied. "What matters is the courage to face what follows." Elder Mbola placed a hand on Kioni's shoulder. "You have restored balance, child. Remember this night." With a final rumble, Eridan returned to stone. The mountain quieted. Dawn touched the village. With warm light, moral, true strength is not found in power or age. It rises in the heart that chooses courage, responsibility, and the willingness to stand for others even when afraid.